We good to go?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, class of 17, what have I got to say to you? This year I came late to my job following a bit of sick leave, and so we only started to bond from October. I learned that news of my return had been applauded at assembly. I thought that augured very well, until I discovered that was simply because they knew I wouldn't lock them into the Gillen Centre. So I think maybe we should just think about some of the challenges that the year has thrown up and how we have met them together. Music. Most of it is very loud, very tribal, and often quite impenetrable. We compromised on reasonable volume most of the time, though the new speakers and the Bluetooth technology posed some problems with control. Period 7 registrations. Most of this was also loud, tribal, and often quite impenetrable. Classes now, wherever you're meant to be, go now! Settling to study was a slow process established only after books and bags were displaced, rolls of sellotape used inappropriately, and legions of excuses for lateness were heard. The multifarious use of mobiles were frequently demonstrated. I was exposed to the world of betting, and all in all, I was totally rumbled.
How are you? My name is Peter and I am a rumbled aide.
Use of desks. In spite of strenuous attempts to provide suitable seating for all sixth formers, I soon learned that many of our girls were unimpressed by our chairs. Perching on windowsills, sprawling on desktops, and putting feet up on tables became a lunchtime norm. However, as soon as I reappeared at 1:30, the dock flock finishing school rules came into play and decorum was restored. This, along with my insistence that people should not be referred to by their surnames only, has helped to produce refined young ladies and gentlemen in Dalriada. Tidiness. In many ways, this has been one of the most litter-free upper sixth years ever. However, something strange kept happening to the chessmen. They often scattered themselves independently across the floor, possibly in pursuit of the almonds that also found a resting place there. Certainly no pupil ever admitted any involvement.
Hey boo.
Anyway, all of these challenges were met. Mostly I have very happy memories of the class of 17, and there are things that I am going to remember very fondly. Intense UCAS discussions. Scott Gamble turning the Link corridor into a winter wonderland and getting a Christmas card for the autistic boy. Jack Lee getting the greatest number of 50p pieces in the history of the school. Our brimming Advent baskets for the local charities, the glamorous formal, the amazing post-formal diet-free school lunch with the most fast foods ever. My introduction to cheesy chips, not as bad as I feared, but still not totally convinced. Peter Emerson quizzes in the quiet room. My everyday struggles to distinguish between Kate and Sarah, Paddy and Jack. The big debates, Jonny Witherow and gang on abortion.
I can't believe that.
Mark Brawley, David Laverty and others on the relative value to society of a doctor and a blogger. All the wee chats in the office, especially the day Laura Gibson introduced a topic with the words, "Are you up for it?" Lots of hugs.
So I've spoken in many leavers videos, but this has been particularly difficult. This year has been a very steep learning curve for me. It was the first year as head of sixth form, and I learned all the usual things, you know, B rooms and Gillen Centre and all that side of things, formal arrangement. But I've learned an awful lot of other things as well. So what have I learnt and what will I miss? Well, the taste in music, sixth form's incredible taste of music. Listening to some wolf song being howled on a regular basis, that was particularly dreadful. Andrew Hutchinson singing Elvis on a Friday afternoon, that was quite good actually. Jack Blee's insatiable appetite for 50p's, David Laverty's endless changes of car, and we had to listen to the car and how good it was and how it was different from last time and everything about that.
Their comment was, where's the forfeit?
Witnessing Ewan doing a lap of the pool half dressed, that was a bit odd.
Rock on.
The continuous looking up dresses for formals, and then people should be studying in K-rooms, and now we're moved on to dresses for final fling. David Laverty's advice on romantic weekends, less said about that the better, but apparently you can get free pedals on your bed. I'm going to miss all the creative excuses about being late, where the blazer is, Michael Diamond. I'll miss meeting Tom Gibson on his way to physics, always on his way to physics. Never being able to find Zach Hassan. Timmy using my room as a locker continuously. Timmy trying to get out for dinner 5 minutes early every day. Jess coming to my room most days to scrounge money.
Skull.
I'm really not gonna miss the cliqueness of our year. Well, what do we have here?
Surely we're not a clique.
Oh yeah.
Right, Bush. I'm afraid Annie won't let me. I can't get a lift in, Scotty.
Looking after Henry.
Nah, I'm with Jess.
Sorry, I'm planning spots.
I can't, it'll cause too much drama.
Go golf class in the morning, Scott.
I'm up for it. You, me, Scott, yeah? Oh, did I say tonight?
Oh, I'm super busy tonight, Jake. I can't, I've got a driving lesson.
No. Surely not. Surely not.
What are we gonna miss most?
Whose is this?
Memories with best friends. Yes, we're gonna miss our best mates.
We are, and we're gonna miss this man sitting over there, if you want to move the camera. The goat, Jack Blee.
Personally, what I'm gonna miss is I'm personally gonna miss Rumble and Pacey. Like,
I don't know!
What is that?
Jimmy! Junior! Yeah, baby!
Did you say Junior? Serious, you say Junior?
I did!
No, they're not sure. You'll have to go. You're right.
That you're here, did all sorts of kind of up to a lot of pranks. Even I think I remember a few things with. Your year was kind of a strange mix. You get the really good ones, the ones who fret about everything. That's the likes of Anna and others who are really very fussy about what they do. And then you get that whole music crowd that centres around Caitlin and a few of the others, and they're very friendly.
they're aids.
That whole class with Tom in it and Matthew were a bunch of characters. I think most of them will probably show up in Crime Watch in future years. But overall, I liked your year. I can't think of a reason why, but I did like your year. And so, yeah, I'll miss them, but please, don't come back.
My favourite memory was throwing stuff over the head of facts.
Quite scared. This is my first time, my first experience, and I'm quite frightened, you know.
You've been framed.
Go away, Michael. You're Charlie.
When I was 6 years old,
I've heard the girls talk about our groups so many times, our girls.
and I was running from my brother and his friends. And tasted the sweet
and I will really miss you, and I really wish you all the very best. And
I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart, broke it here, made friends and lost them through the years. And I've not seen the boring fields in so long. I know I've grown, but I can't wait to go home.
Alright, happy birthday to my wife and Sarah.
It's gonna be bad. Oh crap, what have I done?
Of course, I couldn't talk about this year's Year 14 without mentioning a particular special group of people, and that, of course, is my wonderful W form class. Every person in that class I am extremely proud of. They have grown into respectable young men and young women.
Running from the law through the backfields and getting drunk with my friends.
I remember the induction night back in June when they first started, like it was yesterday. Megan came in her crutches, Beth Patterson wasn't the height of two daisies, probably still isn't either, but from that night I knew that I was very, very lucky to be chosen as their form tutor.
My favourite memories of Dalriada were the CU weekend in 5th year, playing touch rugby at lunchtime
Look at the wee faces. Look at the wee faces, aren't they lovely?
Ewan and you and me and Timmy and arguing on the bus. Your boyfriend's as straight as a bendy ruler.
Well, your boyfriend's as straight as a bendy pencil.
So I have so many memories of this year group, and I really am going to miss them. We've had such a wonderful time together, and I really enjoyed having this year group for 5 years as my form class. I have so many good memories there of all the lovely things they did for me, and I've got the lovely pictures to prove it on the wall and up in my shrine to the R group. The lovely leather chair that I sit on, and the nice weekend I spent in Galgorm, and that meal that you took me to with Louise Ramore, and all of those lovely things that I really loved, and some good memories as well. I'll never forget Peter Minikin throwing the work in the bin and me sort of going nuts with him, even though he hadn't thrown the work in the bin, he had just hit it. But that was probably one of the biggest memories. Never forget making 9 or 10 or 11 hour cleaning my classroom floor with buckets and sponges. I know they were mad, but those were all good memories, and so many of them coming along on SU weekends, and Andrew Hutchinson and those walkie-talkies and Pretend to Be Me and all of those things. And I really will miss this year group. I'll miss the fact that they were such good Dalriads, that they had such a sense of community and care for the school, and that they were so tight together.
Class of 2017, what can I say? They are a fantastic bunch of young people, and I've had the pleasure of teaching many of them over the course of the years. In junior school was the M-Form class, and then obviously had fantastic historians at GCSE and A-level.
I don't know how many people know this, but I have actually taught / put up with Toby since year 9. So I have had 6 years of it, but good luck, Toby.
I've had great fun teaching a lot of you over many years, going right back to when we taught in the cupboard under the stairs with 9T and the Hen of the 8th song.
My favourite memory definitely has to be the Berlin trip, when Mark Brawley was sleeping in his bed, and I literally dragged him out, and he was still sleeping in his bed, and we dragged him out in the hallway, and he still continued to sleep. What an idiot.
The other way! No! Andy! What? Roll it over! I stole the truck! Thank you.
Year, I think one of the first was when Tom Gibson decided to kick Matthew Armstrong in the league, just as the chief examiner for all of Northern Ireland was walking into my room to inspect me. That was good. That would kind of set the tone for the 7 years.
Key Stage 3 technology, Peter Emerson, everything he touched turned to gold. Not quite. And Colin Henry's continual pestering of questions. Definitely going to miss that.
The 3rd year when I put Tom Gibson in detention the very first time I taught him. Then we have Michael the Rat Diamond.
Oh, I remember.
Let's see, I was very much inspired by Andrew Hutchinson's Hutchinson High. That was pretty good.
I think that my favourite memory would probably be when I was on Duke of Ed, and the teachers got a call to say that one of the groups was stranded in the mornings and they needed to get mountain rescue out. It's quite funny looking back on it now, but it wasn't.
Arise! Arise, riders of Clannon! A sword day! A red day! Ere the sun rises! Forth, Elingus!
Class of 2017, what can I say? They are a fantastic bunch of young people, and I've had the pleasure of teaching many of them over the course of the years. Over the past 7 years, I have many wonderful memories of them. Ewan Rogers' hair in sixth form is definitely not one of them. What were you thinking, Ewan?
My favourite memories of school involved Peter Clark a lot of the time, and just slagging him basically every day, and the abuse he got for a good few years. Say something nice.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The big bad wolf. The big bad wolf. The big bad wolf. The big bad wolf. The big bad wolf.
That's how you do it, and that.
He said, eat your mango. Why? Are you rumble? Stop crying, you hurt.
What I'm going to miss most about Dalriada is the times when the 3G played football.
I suppose my favourite memory of this current upper sixth, and I suppose last year's upper sixth, was winning the Player of the Year in Row last April. That was something a bit special. Just small things like the way that Judith Campbell makes me laugh, and the way that Rose Barr brings me tea at every possible opportunity, and Wade and Henry insult me, and Diamond also insult me whenever possible. We Timmy McGurk's smiling face. Timmy McGurk's always smiling, and I will miss that. Timmy, you have a gift. So I have to say my upper sixth music class and wider family, which has to include Diamond, have been probably the best music prefects that I can remember. Little things like birthday parties. Not so little things actually, because those little things can mean a whole lot to a teacher. And whenever we've all got our days where we bit down and so on, and sometimes just that little thing can mean so much. So thank you to this year's upper sixth.
Favourite memory for me was whenever I was teaching a normalisation lesson, and there's a guy called Jack McGowan shouted out an answer, and it was supposed to be a sophisticated complex answer, and he shouted out no gaps, and it doesn't make sense to anyone else who teaches normalisation, but it's the most hilarious thing I've heard.
So, but I will say a wee special mention to Sophie and Eve, who are both going on to do something physics related at university. Favourite pupils, definitely can't mention any favourite pupils. Well, maybe TD, but then he deserted us, so really I'm going to have to find somebody new.
Okay, moments of marvellousness. Knowing everything there is to know about Caitlin Christie's life from Year 11 English right on up as her form tutor. Peter Clark and Tyrone just lying slumped over tables at GCSE English Literature, talking all the time, and then all the way through tutorial. But Tyrone is the most polite person I've ever met in my life. Ben Kidd, murmuring for 2 years solidly, commentating on my teaching as I went through. Getting to be Jack Blee's form tutor. I won. Knowing the twins, and getting to know the twins from the start of Year 11. But my man of the year this year is Thomas Service. And that's all I want to say about that.
And one of my favourite memories of Dalriada was the time Miss Montgomery sang I like big bugs and I can't lie.
Do you know what I really like, Jessica? I really like big bugs. I like big bugs and I cannot lie.
Okay folks, I just want to wish everybody well as you're about to go off and do your exams and move on to bigger and better things. So many of you at GCSE the whole way through, people sitting in the same seats, moving into Year 13, not really wanting to move to another part of the classroom. Some amazing people came into your year group in Year 13 from other schools, and it was a real pleasure to teach them. The 3 Year 14 classes I've had this year have been a delight to work with the whole way through. Really disappointed that I had some people from Year 9 or 10 or 11 the whole way through and maybe didn't get to teach them in upper sixth.
But a nice year, and also then towards the end, the likes of Zach and Rebecca skiving off class to come to sit in here and waste my time. And that's it.
What am I supposed to do?
Speak.
Hi, I'm Mr. McGowick. What am I supposed to say? Alright. So my favourite memory from the first form has to be the final of the the Radio Ulster Choir of the year final, and a great atmosphere in the Ulster Hall. Super to hear everyone performing so well and really going for it.
Hello Year 14. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you for the past 7 years. There are some characters in there, but it's been a great year group. I've taught you mainly last year in lower sixth, and of course I've coached quite a few of you in volleyball. I have to say, you know, there's quite a few of you in volleyball who were exceptional players, and you know I'm not going to forget the performances you put in for teams both here and whenever you played abroad for Northern Ireland and so on. You know, the first year at university is a a great year. It's a year that I really enjoyed. Probably one of the most enjoyable years. But at the start it was hard. You know, I missed home a lot, and I'm just going to give you some words of encouragement here, because that may happen to you. You may find the studying tough. You may find being away from home tough. So these words are from Isaiah 40 and verse 31, and it reads, "But those who put their hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." And you know, sometimes you might need that strength in your first year at uni. Sorry, there's a lot of noise here. David McKendry's just driving past in his tractor there. Anyway, awkward silence.
I can get that bit out.
No, I'll keep it in for the crack. So please remember, you may need that strength sometimes, and if you do need that strength, put your hope in the Lord, and do like I did when I was that age. I missed home something shocking, and thank you again for being such a fantastic group of pupils, and Dalriada will miss you.
It's been great finding somebody with the exact same sense of humour as me, Timmy McCormick! Then we also have a real favourite of mine. I have a question for a certain member. Thomas Taggart, what is a covalent bond? That one time when Peter Ford was wrong!
Okay, so I know maybe what I'm not going to miss is Timmy's puns. I also can't believe that we spent basically all year slagging Paddy Graham, and it took me until formal to find out about Tom, so the tone had to change there.
Huh?
What are you going to miss?
I'm going to miss nothing. I'm glad to see you all go.
I can't think of favourite memory. I don't have any because I don't like any of them. Let me see, what else? What was the other thing?
What are you going to miss most?
I'm going to miss nothing. I get them all. I'm not going to miss Scott Gamble's puns.
I'm not going to miss Amy.
I don't miss anything.
Year 14, I'll really miss seeing your very happy faces in the morning. That's 14T. I will definitely miss my lovely English literature class.
I think one of the things I'll miss is some of the chats that we used to have in English, especially Catherine Anderson, who used to come around and tell me all the latest gossip in the rugby world. And
I'm going to miss a lot of the year 14s dropping in and out of G3 to, as we called it, the internet cafe. Good luck and all the best with your exams, year 14.
So what will I miss about this year's year 14? Well, one of the things I will miss the most is Claire Mulholland appearing at A2A at break time with a lovely big box of tray bakes. I will really miss that because nobody else has done that before. And what else will I miss? I will certainly miss my year 14 classes and all their wee personalities, and it has to be said, I will miss not having an Emerson boy in school because there has been one here for 20 years, so that's a big change for me.
And I'm going to miss pretty much everyone. It's been a great year, group, and good atmosphere, people taking part, lots of self-starters and team players, and yeah, it's sadly missed.
But then the truth is also politics was a really good session as well. That's going to be something that really fascinated about the school. And just everything really. It's you know, the sixth formers are always, it's always good to see them come up through it, and then how they mature and become very good crack and hard working.
What are you going to miss?
Pointless chats in K5.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
My friends, but that would probably be a bit too cliche.
He'll miss me most.
The cry.
Spending my studies doing lots of hard work.
I'm going to miss Banner Emerson. Great Banner Emerson. SU trip. 2K11, need I say anymore. We all walk into the room, heading off to bed.
Emerson's having a tinkle on the sink, and that was our sink to brush our teeth with and wash our hands, but
massive sink.
Emerson just thought he'd tinkle away and turn around to say an hour harder, up gloves, no.
I'm gonna miss most about Dalriada.
Dowey.
Right, our small group from Rome, Mr. Ben on upstairs. That's the group of No, I'll miss all the tea memories from like form class further down the school. Like exploding tip X's and the fork stuck in the ceiling and the hole in the floor. School trips, the room trip. Bully and Paddy, obviously, the burial. It's fine.
Hard, it's been long, it's been tough. Vital to be another of my best friends.
One of us pancakes.
What I'm going to miss most about Dalriada are my funny memories of people. For example, Jacob on Jacob bed. He had been suffering from explosive diarrhea the whole weekend, and we were sitting in the tent at night, and we heard Josh Brown from the other tent screaming, "Jacob, what have you done?" And then Jacob starts crying, and we hear these bubbling noises. And it turns out Jacob had soiled himself, and then picked up the pants and threw them and buried them under a rock. And he started crying.
So I'm going to miss all my amazing teachers, especially running with Mr. Breeden and at Mr. Breeden, and I'm going to miss my friends, and I'm going to miss gossiping the coffee cup. The thing I'll miss most about Dalriada is lunchtimes and physics. The thing I'll miss most is the reasons. I'll miss the music department and all the concert pictures and the team.
I am going to miss Magee's Internet Cafe and slamming Miss Magee and just Miss Magee in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
I miss Rob's cheery smile.
Or Dalriada spirit.
Go on, Rob!
I'm gonna miss us three always feeling like complete outsiders because we're from Dalriada.
I'm gonna miss fun and sick fun centre football at lunchtime.
And I'll miss listening to Jessie's adventurous gossip from our weekends.
What I'm going to miss most about Dalriada is our girls. Some of my favourite memories was when Jessie Gray put loads of icing through Lucy's hair in the lunchroom because she put a crumb on Jessie. And then planning a food fight for Annie's birthday for like 2 weeks, and then Annie crying in the middle of a river and taking her top off so that we couldn't take photos.
I'm going to miss Rebecca. I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss Mr. Dougherty and Breeden. And just everyone.
Well, I've only been here for 2 years, so I guess I really miss not having known people for like the other 5. Like I'd really like to know more people, and I'll miss all my friends, etc, etc. I'm going to really miss the Dalriada spirit and all the music shows and concerts.
So what I really miss about Dalriada is the wee family that we are.
Probably what I miss most is the sense of togetherness of Dalriada, and I know that's cliche, but it really is a big family. Everyone gets on, teachers, pupils amongst themselves, so that's something I miss. I'll also miss just TD in general. The man's a welcome name.
But every year it's difficult to say goodbye, and this year's particularly difficult because this year I'm saying goodbye to my babies. My one baby, my last baby, and all her friends, and I am not happy. Peter and Jess and Sophie and Lucy and Peter Clark and Colin Henry and Zach and Sam have all been here for 14 years, and that's a very, very special time. But I know I'm going to see you all again very shortly, probably on Friday evening, some of you. And I know you'll be fantastic. You've been a great year group, and you've made my job very, very easy this year, and thank you for that, and all the very, very best in the future.
So they will always hold a special place in my heart, and I wish them all the best in their exams, and
so good luck to everyone, and keep in touch.
All the best for the days, okay? Take care, bye.
Best of luck, and I hope life brings everything you want it to.
I just wish you all the luck for the future.
and all the best.
And all of year 14 as well, because I've enjoyed teaching so many of you right up throughout the school.
I just miss you guys coming in every morning. You were a lovely year group, so I just wish you all the best in the future.
We've had such good times, and such good fun. This has been a fabulous year, and I will miss them very much.
I'd just like to wish you all the best and say that I will very definitely miss you when you leave here. So all the best for the future, and I hope everything works out for you.
You will get to where you want to go. Don't be afraid to dream. Just dream big.
Yeah, don't be a stranger. Good luck.
I'm sure we'll keep in touch, and I wish you all of the very best and all of God's blessing.
All in all, I'm going to miss the Pictish heathens of the class of 17. They've kept me on my toes, given me lots of laughs and taught me many new things. The future looks brighter with these young people, and I wish them every success with university and employment plans.
And be proud of Dalriada. Dalriada is very proud of you.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.